Chosen ones, you are no longer an ordinary person, but a very big energy shift of the universe awaits you. It is no coincidence that you clicked on this video today, but it is the call of the universe that now the veil is going to be removed from your eyes, after which you are going to be exposed to the deep truth about the world and yourself. And the universe has placed you at the forefront for this change. This experience is like stepping into a completely new reality, as if everything you knew was just a shadow of the truth. It is a process of unveiling where you begin to see things in ways that were previously hidden or misunderstood. This awakening touches not only your thoughts or beliefs, but every part of your personality. Mentally, you begin to see the world through a clear lens. You understand things at a deeper level, seeing connections between people, events and energies in ways that may have seemed invisible before. There is a sense of heightened awareness where you can almost feel the fabric of the universe moving around you. The universe feels like it is speaking to you, guiding you, and you no longer feel separate from it, but an important part of its flow. But this awakening is not just in your mind or spirit. It pervades your physical body as well. You can notice your senses sharpening. It is as if your body begins to vibrate at a higher frequency, aligning with the energy of this new awareness. So, are you ready to embrace this deep shift of the universe? The next 24 hours are bringing waves of change for the chosen ones. Before the universe immerses you in this deep shift, you can give your feedback to the universe by subscribing to the channel and commenting 999 in the comments. Understanding the call of the universe. Understanding the call of the universe is like listening to a subtle whisper that has been trying to reach you for a long time, gently nudging you to pay attention. This call is not random or coincidental. It is a response to a readiness growing within you, often without your conscious awareness. You may have felt something deeper in life, an energy or purpose that you have sensed but have not been able to put into words. That feeling is part of the call of the universe, a kind of inner signal that says, you are ready. Think of the universe as a vast, interconnected web of energy and intention that flows through everything, including you. The energy changes that occur in the universe don't just stay out there, they touch everyone, subtly affecting us in ways that help us evolve and grow. As you align yourself with a greater purpose, in harmony with something much bigger than yourself. Think of this process as similar to a radio, where you are listening to a new station. Most of the time, people are caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. But when the call of the universe comes, it is like a clear signal, allowing you to hear something different. This signal is a response to the energy you are putting out, an inner desire for meaning or connection that you are feeling. Perhaps you have asked questions about your purpose, your place in the world, or the meaning behind certain experiences. These questions are like invitations, signaling your openness to receive answers. And now that you have moved into a place of readiness, the universe is answering. This calling can manifest in many forms. You may notice synchronicities, those so-called coincidences that happen exactly when you need them. Maybe a book falls off the shelf, a meaningful song plays on the radio, or a conversation changes your perspective. These are not random events. These are the ways the universe speaks to you, giving you signs and prompts to help you see beyond the surface of things. When you feel drawn to explore this connection more deeply, you are beginning a journey of awakening that begins with accepting the calling. You don't need special skills or knowledge to do this. It's simply about paying attention to what resonates with you and letting yourself be guided by that feeling. In other words, trust that you are exactly where you need to be, that your path is unfolding at its perfect time. If this calling feels intense, it's because the universe often speaks to us when we're ready for change. It's common to feel a sense of both excitement and uncertainty, as if you're standing on the edge of something big. This feeling can also bring a sense of peace and purpose, knowing that the changes coming your way are exactly what you need. Your intuition, that inner voice, has brought you here, and it will continue to guide you as you move forward. The universe is inviting you to step beyond the ordinary, to see the world and yourself from a new perspective. When you listen to the call and respond with openness, you allow a new kind of understanding to unfold. You are not just seeing the world, you are beginning to feel connected to it in a deeper way. It is a process of aligning yourself with the energy shifts around you, connecting to a source of wisdom that has always been there, waiting for you to connect with it. By accepting this call, you are not only opening yourself up to new insights, but also becoming part of a larger flow. You are embarking on a path that is uniquely yours, yet connected to everything around you. Peeling back the veil. Peeling back the veil of reality is like waking up to a whole new world that's been there all along, but hidden from view. Imagine that your life up to this point has been like looking at a massive, beautiful tapestry, but only a small section of it was visible. You've been living in this small section, seeing and understanding life from a limited perspective. It's familiar, it's comfortable, and it's all you know. But then something remarkable happens. The universe gives you a nudge, and this veil begins to lift. Suddenly the view expands, and you can see much more of this tapestry of life. You start to understand that there is so much more than what was visible in that small corner. Everything you thought you knew begins to take on new layers of meaning. When the veil lifts, the shift in perception can feel almost magical. Things that seemed ordinary now feel full of significance. It's like seeing life through a different lens, one that shows you a world rich in hidden messages, symbols, and connections. This experience is often described as waking up, because it feels like you're no longer asleep to the deeper truths of existence. The world itself hasn't changed, but your awareness of it has, and this shift brings clarity. You may start to notice patterns that were invisible before. Maybe it's the way certain events line up in your life, or how you keep seeing the same symbols or numbers repeatedly. These aren't just coincidences. They are signs that you're becoming more attuned to the flow of the universe. It's as though life is speaking to you, revealing pieces of a puzzle that have been there all along but went unnoticed. With this new insight, you realize that the boundaries of reality are far more flexible than you once thought. You begin to understand that everything is connected: your thoughts, emotions, the people you meet, the experiences you have. Each of these elements forms part of the vast tapestry of existence, intricately woven together. And now, you're seeing the threads of these connections. This awareness brings a profound sense of understanding. You begin to see that nothing is truly random. Every encounter, every challenge, and every joy is part of a larger design, and you are an active participant in this unfolding masterpiece. This deepened vision also reveals synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that feel almost too perfect to be accidental. You might meet someone who says exactly what you needed to hear, or find a book that answers a question you've been pondering. These experiences, once invisible or easy to brush aside, now feel like messages meant specifically for you. It's as if the universe is communicating with you, offering guidance and support through these subtle signs. Peeling back the veil doesn't mean you'll suddenly have all the answers. In fact, it can lead to even more questions. But there's a beauty in that. The unknown becomes something to explore and embrace, rather than something to fear. You start to trust that there's a purpose to each new layer of understanding, even if you can't fully grasp it yet. Life becomes a journey of discovery where every moment holds the potential for insight and growth. This transformation is deeply enriching. It makes you feel more connected to yourself and to the world around you. You realize that life is far more mysterious, magical and interconnected than you could have imagined. And although it can feel overwhelming, it's also incredibly empowering. You're no longer a passive observer. You're part of the dance of life, aware of the energies and patterns that shape your reality. In this new awareness, life feels more alive. Colors seem brighter, conversations feel more meaningful, and even the simplest moments hold a depth that you hadn't noticed before. You're seeing life as it truly is, beyond the ordinary limitations of the five senses, with a sense of purpose and wonder. Entering a new reality. Once this shift begins, it feels like you are stepping into an entirely new dimension of life. Familiar things start to feel unfamiliar in the best way possible. Suddenly your perceptions are sharpened, your understanding is enhanced, and your surroundings become more alive. It's as if you've crossed a threshold into a richer, more complex world where the ordinary has become extraordinary. The simplest things, conversations, walks, even a quiet moment, take on new layers of meaning. You realize that everything you knew until now was only the surface level, and that beneath that, there's a whole world yet to be discovered. In this new reality, your perceptions become sharper in a way that's hard to explain, but it feels completely natural. Colors may seem brighter, sounds may be clearer, and your thoughts may be more insightful. It's as if your senses have become finely tuned to recognize things you couldn't recognize before. This heightened awareness makes everything around you feel more alive. You may find that as you walk into a place, you notice subtle details in people's expressions or sense its energy. Life feels more intense and more peaceful at the same time, as if you are entering a flow of understanding that was previously beyond reach. This experience is more than just seeing or hearing differently. It's about feeling deeply connected to the fabric of life. You begin to realize that everything is interconnected. Each person, place, and event is part of a larger story. As you begin to understand this hidden reality, the world no longer seems random or chaotic. Instead, it feels like there's an underlying order or intelligence at work, guiding you. You may begin to notice patterns or synchronicities that reassure you that you're on the right path. Even challenges begin to feel purposeful, as if they are there to help you grow and uncover more layers of understanding. This transition into a new reality is not just a mental shift, it touches every part of you. Your thoughts, feelings, and even your body change. Old beliefs and assumptions that once seemed immovable begin to fall away, giving way to new insights. You may feel a sense of lightness, a release from the burden that comes from viewing life as a series of rigid expectations. Now, you feel free to question, explore, and connect with what truly resonates with you. As this transformation unfolds, your relationships with others may deepen. You find yourself more empathetic, more patient, and more open to seeing things from multiple perspectives. Conversations become more meaningful because you no longer see people as separate from yourself. You understand that we are all part of the same interconnected reality, and from this comes a sense of unity and compassion that transcends differences. This shift also changes the way you see yourself. You begin to look beyond the labels or identities that once defined you, understanding that you are more than your past experiences, your job, or even your personality. There is a core part of you that feels timeless and connected to something vast and unchangeable. This inner self guides you through this new reality, showing you that life is about more than accomplishments or failures. It's about growing, learning, and connecting in ways that fulfill your deepest purpose. It's natural to feel a mix of excitement and uncertainty during this time. The familiar world you once knew disappears, replaced by something mysterious and boundless. But this unfamiliarity feels good, like a call to explore and discover. You're being invited to see the world with new eyes, embrace the unknown, and trust that this new reality has everything you need to move forward. It is an adventure of self-discovery, where each moment brings new insights and experiences. As you continue to live in this expanded awareness, you will feel a new sense of peace. You are no longer attempting to control or predict everything as you trust the flow of life. You feel a harmony between your inner world and outer world, as if they are a reflection of each other. This sense of alignment makes each day feel purposeful, no matter what it brings. Physical and energetic changes. The experience of awakening doesn't just transform your mind and spirit. It begins to reach into your physical body, creating shifts that are both subtle and profound. As you start to resonate with this higher awareness, it's as if your body is awakening alongside your mind, gradually attuning to a new rhythm that aligns with the energies around you. You may start to notice changes in your senses. Colors can appear more vibrant, sounds may seem to have a new depth, and even the textures or scents of everyday things might feel richer, more alive. It's as though the veil that once dulled the senses is lifting, allowing you to experience the world in a more intense, connected way. These shifts can feel almost like tuning into a new frequency. Just as a radio finds clarity when set to the right station, your body and senses start to align with a higher vibration that was previously just out of reach. This attunement doesn't happen all at once, but unfolds in stages, often accompanied by feelings of energy flowing through you in bursts or waves. You might feel an unexpected surge of energy at random times, whether it's during quiet moments, while in nature, or even in conversation with others. These sensations may come and go, but they leave you feeling refreshed, even exhilarated, as though you're connecting with an energy source much larger than yourself. At times, this process can bring about physical sensations that are unfamiliar, but they're usually a sign that your body is adapting to this new state of awareness. You may feel a tingling sensation in your hands, feet, or the top of your head, as if your body is humming or vibrating slightly. This experience can be surprising, even a little strange, but it's simply a physical response to the shifts happening on an energetic level. Your body is learning to synchronize with this new flow, becoming more sensitive and responsive to the world around it. This alignment with a higher vibration can sometimes bring about moments of discomfort. You might experience mild fatigue, achiness, or restlessness, as if your body is recalibrating to handle this new energy. It's similar to how muscles might feel sore after a workout. They're adapting, growing, becoming stronger. Your body, in this case, is adjusting to the heightened frequency, learning to hold this energy without strain. These discomforts tend to be temporary, a natural part of the transition, and often pass as your body becomes more accustomed to this higher vibration. As you continue to experience these physical and energetic changes, you might also notice a shift in your overall health and vitality. This doesn't mean that challenges or illnesses disappear, but your relationship to your body becomes more attuned and mindful. You may feel more connected to your physical needs, aware of what your body is telling you, whether it's about food, rest, or movement. It's as if your intuition has expanded into your physical self, allowing you to respond to your body's messages with greater awareness and care. This newfound connection can bring a sense of balance and ease that permeates your daily life, making you feel grounded even as you expand into new levels of consciousness. As your body and energy align, you might also notice that your presence seems to affect those around you more strongly. People may respond to you differently, drawn to the calmness or clarity you emanate. This is because your energetic field, the subtle energy that surrounds you, is shifting in response to this awakening. Others might not consciously know why they feel more at ease around you, but they sense this subtle energy, and it creates a feeling of comfort or inspiration. This energetic transformation is part of the process, an outward reflection of the alignment happening within you. As this journey of physical and energetic change continues, remember that you're not alone in these experiences. Many who undergo this shift feel a connection to something larger, a sense of belonging to the universe itself. Awakening in mind and spirit. The awakening of the mind and spirit is a deeply transformative experience that feels like a journey into your truest self. As this process unfolds, you begin to notice a lightness within, a sense of liberation that was once unimaginable. Old beliefs and fears that used to shape your thinking and actions start to lose their grip. It's as if the boundaries that once confined you are dissolving, making way for a new, expansive awareness. You realize that many of these limitations were simply patterns of thought, constructed from past experiences or societal expectations, and they no longer serve you. Now they're being replaced by a deeper, more authentic understanding of who you are. As this transformation takes place, your mind feels increasingly open and flexible. The thoughts that arise within you are no longer clouded by fear or self-doubt. Instead, they feel inspired, expansive, and aligned with a greater purpose. You become more open to new ideas, less reactive, and more compassionate, both toward yourself and others. With this newfound clarity, your inner dialogue becomes gentler and more supportive. The internal critic that may have once filled your mind with doubts and judgments grows quieter, replaced by a voice of wisdom that encourages growth and understanding. Your mind feels like a clearer, calmer place, a space where creativity and insight flow naturally. This awakening is not limited to the mind alone. It reaches deep into the spirit, touching your inner core and creating a profound sense of peace. You begin to feel a connection to something much larger than yourself, a force that is benevolent and guiding. This presence, sometimes described as the universe or higher consciousness, feels close, almost as if it is a part of you. As you continue to align with this energy, a sense of inner resonance emerges. It's a feeling of harmony, as though your spirit is tuned to the same frequency as the universe itself, creating a feeling of peace and unity. In this state of expanded awareness, you start to notice the ways in which life subtly supports your journey. Moments of inspiration or synchronicity become more frequent, as if the universe is speaking to you through these gentle signs. This connection brings a feeling of comfort, a sense that you're not navigating life alone. Even in times of difficulty, you sense a quiet reassurance that every experience is contributing to your growth. This realization brings a new level of resilience and gratitude. Challenges become opportunities for deeper insight rather than sources of frustration or fear. As your spirit becomes more aligned with this higher awareness, you may notice an increase in empathy and understanding toward others. You feel more connected to the people around you, recognizing that each person is on their own unique journey of awakening. This understanding deepens your compassion, making it easier to release judgments or resentments. You start to see others with a kindness that comes from knowing that we are all interconnected, all part of the same universal flow. This change in perspective doesn't just bring peace to your own life, it enriches your relationships, creating bonds that are more authentic and fulfilling. The freedom that comes with this spiritual awakening is unlike anything you may have experienced before. It's a release from the weight of past expectations, the freedom to explore life with curiosity rather than fear. Your spirit feels light, unburdened by the need to control or predict the future. Instead, you trust the journey, embracing the unknown as an adventure rather than a threat. This openness brings joy and excitement to each moment, reminding you that life is constantly unfolding in ways that are both mysterious and beautiful. As this process deepens, you may also become more sensitive to the energies around you. You begin to resonate with uplifting, positive frequencies that nourish your spirit and expand your consciousness. This heightened sensitivity helps you make choices that align with your authentic self, whether that's in the people you spend time with, the work you do, or the environments you inhabit. You start to gravitate toward experiences and relationships that feel enriching, releasing anything that no longer resonates with this higher awareness. This journey of awakening in mind and spirit is ongoing, an ever-deepening process of discovery and growth. With each new insight, you're moving closer to a state of harmony and balance, where the mind and spirit are aligned with the universe's rhythm. This alignment doesn't mean life becomes perfect or free of challenges. Rather, it brings a steady sense of peace, a feeling of connection to something eternal and profound. As you walk this path, you become more attuned to your purpose, more grounded in love, and more open to the infinite possibilities that life holds. Becoming a beacon of light for others. As you embark on this journey of awakening, something remarkable happens. You become a light that helps guide others. This journey of awareness doesn't just transform your own life, it has a natural ripple effect on the people around you. With each step, you become a beacon of light, radiating the energy and wisdom that you've cultivated. This isn't something you set out to do intentionally. It happens naturally as a result of your growth and alignment with higher consciousness. People sense this change, even if they don't fully understand it, and they're drawn to your clarity, peace, and the presence that now flows through you. Your energy, once tied to everyday concerns and limiting beliefs, is now more expansive and open. This openness has a magnetic quality. People around you might start to feel calmer, more understood, or even uplifted in your presence. They may come to you seeking advice or simply to feel the peace that you embody. You're not required to have all the answers or to know the perfect words to say. Rather, it's your presence and energy that make the difference. The way you listen, the patience you show, and the understanding you extend to others communicate more than words ever could. Your presence itself becomes a source of inspiration, encouraging others to look within themselves and explore their own paths. As you continue along this path, you might notice that others start to see possibilities in life they hadn't considered before. This is because you've shown them what it looks like to live with openness and alignment. You've become a living example of what it means to be free of the old fears and limitations that held you back. And this inspires others to imagine a life of greater joy and purpose for themselves. They see in you a kind of freedom that they want to explore, and this can be a powerful catalyst for their own journeys of self-discovery. It's important to understand that you don't have to actively teach or guide people. The transformation you're experiencing in your own life is enough to plant seeds of change in others. Your actions, choices, and attitude speak louder than anything else. Just as a lighthouse doesn't call ships to shore but simply shines its light, you don't need to force change in others. By being authentically yourself, you're already lighting the way. This authenticity, this courage to live in alignment with your highest truth, is a beacon that naturally attracts those who are ready to make similar shifts. This doesn't mean that you won't face challenges or moments of doubt. Even as a beacon, you're still on your own journey, and growth is continuous. But because you're now more aligned with your true self, these challenges become easier to navigate. You approach them with a sense of purpose, knowing that each obstacle is an opportunity for further growth. And as you handle these challenges with grace and understanding, you show others that it's possible to face life's difficulties with a calm heart and an open mind. This resilience in the face of hardship becomes an example, encouraging others to trust their own paths, even in times of uncertainty. Your transformation also starts to create a ripple effect beyond your immediate relationships. As you interact with people in your daily life, whether they're friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers, your energy spreads. The kindness, patience, and understanding that you show in these interactions help to raise the collective energy of everyone you encounter. People may leave these interactions feeling lighter, inspired, or even curious about their own spiritual paths. This ripple effect reaches far beyond what you can see, touching lives in ways you may never know. Over time, your journey becomes part of a larger wave of consciousness that impacts the world around you. You are not only part of your own transformation, but also part of a global awakening, a shift that brings more light, love, and awareness into every corner of life. As each person embarks on their own journey of self-discovery, they too become beacons for others, and this chain of inspiration grows. This collective awakening is how real change happens, not through grand gestures or sweeping movements, but through the quiet, steady impact of individuals living in alignment with their highest selves. In this way, your transformation is not just personal, it becomes a gift to the world. Every moment of growth, every lesson learned, and every insight gained becomes part of the legacy you share with others. This legacy of light and awareness doesn't require recognition or acknowledgement. It is simply the result of being true to yourself. You realize that by living authentically and embracing this journey, you're contributing to something much greater. You're helping to create a world where more people feel empowered to look within, to heal, and to find meaning. Embracing the journey. At this point, the universe is asking you a profound question. Are you ready to embrace this change fully? To continue, you must let go of what no longer serves you. Release the old patterns, thoughts, or habits that keep you rooted in the past. Embrace this journey as a chosen one, knowing you are part of something greater. This is the time to cultivate self-love, openness, and trust in the unfolding journey. You are now an essential piece of a vast, interconnected puzzle. Closing. So, chosen one, the universe has called you to awaken, and now it is your moment to answer. This is more than a journey. It is a destiny. Embrace this shift. Let your spirit and your energy resonate with the universe's unfolding plan. Comment 999 to confirm your readiness to receive, to open your heart to this new awareness, and to become a radiant light for those around you. Subscribe if you feel the pull, and prepare to witness the fabric of reality changing around you. Welcome to the new reality.